We are living in a culture entirely hypnotized by the illusion of time, Alan Watts once said. This obsession with the past and future often blinds us to the present moment, the only place where life truly unfolds. Watts was a philosopher, writer, and speaker who dedicated his life to exploring the nature of consciousness. He played a pivotal role in introducing Eastern philosophy to the West, making complex spiritual concepts accessible to a broader audience through humor, intellect, and deep insight. Watts emphasized the importance of living in the present moment. His teachings continue to resonate today, offering guidance and inspiration for those seeking a more meaningful life. Join us as we embark on a journey into the heart of Watts's wisdom, uncovering timeless truths that can transform our lives. Alan Watts was a pioneer in introducing Eastern philosophy to the West. His journey began in England, leading him to America, where he immersed himself in Zen Buddhism, Taoism, and Hinduism. Watts translated complex philosophical concepts into relatable language, weaving humor, storytelling, and personal anecdotes into his teachings. His radio broadcasts, lectures, and writings reached a wide audience, sparking interest in Eastern philosophy and spirituality. He encouraged people to question the status quo and find their own path to enlightenment. Watts's work served as a powerful reminder of our shared humanity and interconnectedness. In a world often divided by cultural differences, his teachings bridge the gap between East and West. Alan Watts was born in 1915 in Chislehurst, England. His childhood was a blend of traditional English upbringing and early exposure to Eastern thought. His mother, Emily Mary Watts, instilled in him a love for language and literature, kindling a spark that would define his life's work. She shared tales of Eastern mysticism, opening his young mind to a world beyond England. These early encounters sparked a curiosity within him to understand consciousness and the mysteries of human experience. Watts found solace in nature, often wandering through forests and fields, lost in contemplation. He devoured books on philosophy, religion, mythology, and folklore, laying the foundation for his unique perspective. This early exposure to diverse ways of thinking nurtured his ability to see connections between seemingly disparate concepts. As Watts grew older, his fascination with Eastern thought deepened. He immersed himself in Buddhism, Hinduism, and Taoism, particularly drawn to Zen Buddhism. At 15, Watts attended meetings at the Buddhist Lodge in London, engaging with scholars and practitioners. This early immersion provided invaluable insights and fueled his desire to explore these philosophies further. He enrolled at the University of Edinburgh to study comparative religion, but found the academic approach too dry. During this period, he discovered the works of D.T. Suzuki, a Japanese scholar who introduced Zen Buddhism to the West. Suzuki's writings illuminated the essence of Zen, resonating deeply with Watts' intuitions and experiences. This discovery marked a turning point in his understanding of Eastern philosophies. In 1938, at 23, Alan Watts set sail for America, drawn by its openness and growing interest in Eastern spirituality. He arrived in New York City, determined to share his passion for Eastern philosophy. Writing articles for journals and magazines, He articulated complex concepts in an engaging manner, establishing himself as a rising voice. Watts yearned for a more direct way to connect with people and pursued a path as a spiritual guide. He enrolled in Seabury Western Theological Seminary in Illinois to become an Episcopal priest. Watts believed true spirituality transcended religious dogma and saw potential in religion to connect with a higher purpose. He believed Eastern philosophy could enrich and deepen spiritual lives. Alan Watts is hailed as the philosophical translator who brought Eastern wisdom to the West. He bridged the gap between these worlds, distilling complex spiritual concepts into accessible ideas. Watts wove together Eastern philosophy with Western psychology, religion, and humor, creating a resonant tapestry of thought. His lectures and writings were infused with enthusiasm and a genuine desire to share transformative teachings. He challenged the Western worldview, introducing concepts like interconnectedness and non-duality. Watts invited people to question their assumptions and embrace a more expansive view of themselves and the world. One of Alan Watts' significant contributions was his articulation of the illusion of the separate self. Drawing from Buddhist and Advaita Vedanta philosophies, he challenged the Western notion of a fixed, independent self. Watts used the metaphor of a wave to illustrate this concept, showing that we are inseparable from the larger web of existence. He argued that our ego creates a false sense of separation, leading to feelings of isolation and dissatisfaction. To transcend this illusion, Watts advocated for a shift in perspective, letting go of our attachment to the ego. By recognizing the illusory nature of the separate self, we could tap into a deeper sense of belonging and peace. This understanding, he suggested, is the key to true freedom and fulfillment. Watts' teachings on the interconnectedness of all things continue to inspire those seeking a deeper understanding of self and reality. Alan Watts was a passionate advocate for living in the present moment, a concept rooted in Zen Buddhism. He believed that our preoccupation with the past and future prevents us from fully experiencing life. Watts referred to the present moment as the eternal now, emphasizing its timeless nature. He argued that the past exists only in memory, the future in anticipation, and the present moment is our only reality. To awaken to the present moment, Watts emphasized mindfulness, a state of heightened awareness and acceptance. He encouraged people to engage fully in their daily activities with presence and appreciation. By bringing our full attention to the present moment, we could transform ordinary experiences into extraordinary ones. Central to Alan Watts' worldview was the concept of interconnectedness. He argued that we are not isolated entities, but integral parts of a vast, interconnected web of being. Using the metaphor of a cosmic dance, Watts illustrated the dynamic interplay of the universe. He believed our sense of separateness is an illusion, a product of limited perception. Recognizing our interconnectedness cultivates gratitude, compassion, and responsibility towards the world. Understanding our place within this web of life allows us to live in greater harmony with ourselves, each other, and the planet. While Alan Watts was a master of language, he recognized its inherent limitations. He argued that words are merely symbols and can never fully capture the richness of lived experience. Watts used the analogy of a menu and a meal to illustrate that language can point us toward the truth, but cannot encapsulate it. He believed too much reliance on language creates a barrier between us and direct experience. Watts encouraged cultivating a beginner's mind, an attitude of openness and curiosity. By quieting the mind and opening to the present moment, we access a deeper understanding beyond language. True wisdom, he suggested, must be directly experienced through mindful awareness and letting go of fixed ideas. Alan Watts possessed a rare gift for communication, a captivating blend of intellect, wit, and genuine warmth that drew people to his message. While his written works stand as testaments to his profound insights, it was his voice that truly captivated audiences and cemented his legacy as a pioneering figure in the exploration of consciousness and Eastern philosophy. In the 1950s, Watts began hosting a weekly radio program on KPFA in Berkeley, California. This program, which ran for over a decade, became a platform for him to share his unique perspective on life, spirituality, and the human condition with a wider audience. Watts' radio talks were unlike anything listeners had heard before. He effortlessly blended Eastern philosophy with Western psychology, religion, and even humor, creating a tapestry of thought that was both intellectually stimulating and deeply engaging. His voice, with its soothing English accent and infectious laugh, had a calming and reassuring quality, inviting listeners to relax, open their minds, and embark on a journey of self-discovery. Watts' radio broadcasts were more than just lectures. They were conversations filled with personal anecdotes, thought-provoking questions, and moments of spontaneous insight. He had a knack for taking complex philosophical concepts and distilling them into relatable and often humorous stories, making them accessible to a wide range of listeners, regardless of their prior knowledge of Eastern thought. His radio program became a cultural phenomenon, attracting a devoted following of students, artists, intellectuals, and spiritual seekers who were drawn to his unique blend of wisdom, humor, and compassion. In addition to his captivating radio broadcasts, Alan Watts was also a prolific writer, authoring over 25 books throughout his lifetime. His written works, like his spoken words, were characterized by their clarity, wit, and profound insights into the nature of consciousness, Eastern philosophy, and the human condition. Watts' books explored a wide range of topics, from Zen Buddhism and Taoism to mythology, psychology, and the arts. He had a unique ability to weave together seemingly disparate threads of thought, drawing connections between Eastern and Western perspectives, ancient wisdom, and modern science. Among his most renowned works is The Way of Zen, a groundbreaking exploration of Zen Buddhism that remains a classic introduction to this ancient practice. In this book, Watts demystifies the often misunderstood principles of Zen, making them accessible to Western readers. He explores the practice of meditation, the importance of living in the present moment, and the transformative power of accepting life as it is, without judgment or resistance. Alan Watts' influence extends far beyond his lifetime. His words and voice continue to resonate with audiences across generations. His lectures and recordings have found new life in the digital age, shared widely online, and reaching a global audience through podcasts, YouTube channels, and social media. His unique blend of Eastern philosophy, Western psychology, and timeless wisdom continues to inspire and challenge listeners, prompting them to question their assumptions, explore new ways of thinking, and embark on their own journeys of self-discovery. Watts' work has had a significant impact on various fields, including psychology, spirituality, self-help, and the arts. His insights into the nature of consciousness, the importance of living in the present moment, and the interconnectedness of all things have influenced countless individuals seeking a more meaningful and fulfilling life. His legacy is also evident in the countless books, articles, and documentaries inspired by his work, as well as in the ongoing dialogue and debate that his ideas continue to generate. Alan Watts was a true visionary, a pioneer who bridged cultures, challenged conventional thinking, and helped awaken a wider audience to the transformative power of Eastern philosophy. His words and recordings remain as relevant and insightful today as they were decades ago, offering timeless wisdom for navigating the complexities of life and embracing the fullness of the present moment. Alan Watts emerged as a prominent voice during the social upheaval of the 1950s and 60s. The post-war era saw both optimism and disillusionment with materialism. Watts' teachings on personal liberation and nature resonated with countercultural movements, influencing Beat Generation figures like Kerouac and Ginsberg. His emphasis on mindfulness and Eastern practices popularized Zen Buddhism in the West. Watts's ideas reached the heart of the 1960s counterculture, promoting personal freedom and ecological awareness, echoes in modern spirituality and self-help. Alan Watts' influence continues to reverberate in the realms of modern spirituality and self-help. His teachings, with their emphasis on mindfulness, self-awareness, and living in the present moment, have become increasingly relevant in today's fast-paced, technology-driven world. Many contemporary spiritual teachers and self-help gurus draw inspiration from Watts' work, incorporating his insights into their own teachings and practices. Mindfulness, a concept Watts championed decades ago, has become a mainstream phenomenon, embraced by psychologists, educators, and business leaders as a way to reduce stress, enhance focus, and cultivate greater emotional well-being. Meditation, once considered a fringe practice, is now widely recognized for its numerous health benefits and is practiced by millions of people worldwide. Watts' pioneering work in demystifying Eastern spiritual practices and making them accessible to Western audiences paved the way for this widespread embrace of mindfulness and meditation. Watts' influence is also evident in the growing popularity of books, workshops, and retreats that focus on personal growth, self-discovery, and living a more authentic and fulfilling life. His teachings on the illusory nature of the separate self, the importance of embracing impermanence, and the interconnectedness of all things continue to inspire individuals seeking greater meaning, purpose, and connection in their lives. A timeless legacy for a world in flux. In a world grappling with unprecedented challenges, climate change, social and political polarization, and a growing sense of disconnection and anxiety, Alan Watts' teachings offer a timeless wisdom for navigating these turbulent times. His emphasis on interconnectedness, compassion, and living in harmony with nature provides a much-needed antidote to the individualism, consumerism, and environmental degradation that plague modern society. Watts's message of finding peace and fulfillment in the present moment, rather than chasing after fleeting pleasures or external validation, resonates deeply with a generation seeking solace from the pressures of a hyper-connected, achievement-oriented world. His teachings encourage us to slow down, appreciate the simple joys of life, and cultivate a deeper connection to ourselves, each other, and the natural world. Watts' legacy is not confined to the realm of ideas. It is also evident in the countless individuals he inspired to live more consciously, compassionately, and creatively. His work continues to spark dialogue, challenge assumptions, and encourage people to question the status quo, to seek out their own unique paths, and to create a world that reflects their deepest values. Alan Watts' voice, though stilled by time, continues to speak to us through his writings, recordings, and the enduring legacy of his ideas. His work serves as a powerful reminder that the wisdom traditions of the past hold profound relevance for the present, offering guidance and inspiration for navigating the complexities of life and creating a more just, compassionate, and sustainable future. A ripple effect of awakening. Alan Watts' journey was one of bridging worlds, of making the profound wisdom of the East accessible to the Western mind. He was a pioneer, a translator of complex spiritual concepts into relatable and engaging language, sprinkled with wit and wisdom. His influence, like ripples on a still pond, continues to expand outward, touching the lives of countless individuals seeking deeper meaning, connection, and a sense of wonder in a world often obsessed with the material and the mundane. Watts' legacy is not one of dogma or rigid belief systems, but rather an invitation to explore, to question, to experience the world with fresh eyes. He encouraged us to shed the constraints of our conditioned thinking, to see through the illusion of separateness, and to embrace the interconnectedness of all things. His teachings, though rooted in ancient wisdom traditions, remain remarkably relevant in today's world, offering solace, guidance, and a refreshing perspective on the challenges and opportunities of the human experience. Through his captivating lectures, insightful writings, and timeless recordings, Watts continues to spark a sense of awakening in those who encounter his work. He reminds us that the journey of self-discovery is not about seeking answers in some distant realm, but about paying attention to the present moment, to the richness and wonder of life unfolding right here, right now. His message is one of hope, of recognizing our interconnectedness, and of embracing the transformative power of living in harmony with ourselves, each other, and the natural world. The enduring invitation. Alan Watts' voice may be silent, but his message continues to resonate with a clarity and urgency that transcends time. He invites us to embark on a journey of self-discovery, to question our assumptions, to explore the nature of consciousness, and to awaken to the interconnectedness of all things. His teachings are not about escaping from the world, but about engaging with it more fully, with a sense of presence, curiosity, and wonder. In a world often characterized by speed, distraction, and a relentless pursuit of more, Watts' message of simplicity, mindfulness, and living in the present moment offers a much-needed antidote. He reminds us that true happiness and fulfillment are not found in external, achievements, or material possessions, but in the richness of our own experience, in the simple act of being present, of appreciating the beauty and wonder that surrounds us in every moment. Alan Watts's legacy is not a static monument to the past, but a living, breathing invitation to explore the depths of our own being, to connect with the world around us in a more meaningful way, and to create a future that reflects our deepest values of compassion, wisdom, and interconnectedness. His work is a testament to the enduring power of ideas to inspire, to challenge, and to awaken us to the transformative possibilities that lie within each of us. As we continue to grapple with the complexities of the 21st century, may we draw inspiration from Alan Watts' timeless wisdom, embracing his invitation to live more consciously, compassionately, and fully alive to the wonder of this precious human experience. Alan Watts' profound influence extends beyond philosophy and spirituality, deeply impacting the realms of music and literature. His words and ideas inspire countless musicians and writers, weaving his timeless wisdom into their creative expressions. From the lyrical poetry of songwriters to the reflective prose of authors, Watts's legacy resonates, offering a rich tapestry of thought that transcends genres and generations. Artists like John Lennon and Van Morrison find solace and inspiration in Watts's teachings, infusing their music with themes of interconnectedness and the search for deeper meaning. In literature, authors such as Jack Kerouac and Aldous Huxley draw upon his ideas to explore the nature of consciousness and the human experience. Watts' eloquent and thought-provoking insights serve as a bridge between the abstract world of philosophy and the tangible realm of artistic expression. His ability to articulate complex ideas in an accessible and engaging manner allows his influence to permeate various forms of media, creating a lasting impact on the cultural landscape. As we listen to the melodies and read the words inspired by his teachings, we are reminded of the profound interconnectedness of all things. Alan Watts's legacy is not confined to the realm of ideas, but is woven into the very fabric of our creative consciousness, inviting us to explore, reflect, and awaken to the beauty and mystery of life. In this Symphony of Influence, we find a testament to the enduring power of Watts' wisdom, resonating through the airwaves of our collective imagination and inspiring us to live with greater awareness, compassion, and presence. Explore the works of musicians and writers influenced by Alan Watts. Dive into the music of John Lennon and Van Morrison, or the writings of Jack Kerouac and Aldous Huxley, and discover how Watts's teachings continue to inspire and enlighten. As we journey through the ever-evolving landscape of human creativity, may we draw upon the timeless insights of Alan Watts, allowing his teachings to guide us towards a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us.